Welcome to Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig, he's Joe. No playoffs, no squad, no what? Let's get this over with.
Don't you want my love?
So another depressing end to another season that had a lot of promise. That's 2 or 3 in a row now that have been like that, and I think at least 2.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. But how do you feel about it overall, Joe, before we get into the results? What did you think about the last month and pretty good season overall, right?
It was just, oh man. It's just so up and down, man. Why do we have to be so up and down? I mean, if you compare it to last season, this one's even worse, like somehow. In a way, because we had that little hope, you know what I mean? They got rid of Sadler, and then we had Byfield, and we started sowing some little promise, and it was looking like, we might actually be able to push for the playoffs, and then just fell apart again.
At least we were in the playoffs last season, so this is definitely worse.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just,
at least we had the Wembley thing. I mean, I hated it; it was terrible, but at least it happened. So
yeah. So it's actually worse. But. You know,
this was worse. This was worse. This was worse.
Oh man!
Let's fly through these results then. So, we're going to cover the 5 April games, obviously, because we're doing April, but we will also chuck in final day, a glorious final day at the start of May as well. So, 3rd of April, at home to Gillingham, 2-2 draw. Lopalo finally got a goal, which I thought was deserved because he'd played really well in the few games leading up to that.
Yeah.
I was happy for him that he got his goal. Carnu got the other, and it was a good performance. But ultimately, we needed the win, and they got the equaliser. We were pushing. Adoma had a free kick that went like whiskers wide of the post at the very dying seconds. I remember being down the front watching, thinking, "Oh my god, if that goes in, we're right in the mix." But it weren't like it was over then, but it was really big chance missed.
Yeah, and you could feel that basically that was it basically. Even though mathematically it wasn't, but it was like, we didn't take that chance, so it's going to take a lot to actually get what we want.
And it would have needed a win away at Swindon next time up on the 6th of April, went away to Swindon. They have bottled their playoff bid, beyond belief. I think this is the only game they won, basically, in their last 10 or something. That's how terrible they've
gifted them a win.
But they beat us 2-1, of course. Jealous got the opener, and then they scored 2 late goals. So again, if we hang on for that win, you could argue that it's all to play for.
Still on,
We're definitely back in it, and there's reason to be to have belief. But at that point, once you lose that, I think it is officially like you really clutching at straws then, hoping for anything.
Yeah,
they got an 80th minute goal, and then they got the winner in the injury time. That weird goal that Flint makes another mistake, which I think, to be honest, he's made a lot of in the second half of the season. He kicks the ball off of their player and it cannons forward, and they get him behind. And there was a little bit of doubt about whether it should be offside or not. I couldn't really. It's so such a confusing goal. I've watched it so many times I don't really know.
Yeah, I just watched it back as well. I don't even know. Yeah, I just can't tell really, but it is what it is anyway.
Yeah, but that's it.
I don't even think a point would have really changed much for us anyway, so it doesn't, fuck it, you know what I mean?
No, we needed to win. We needed to have not conceded either of those goals, but we did. So at that point, you're thinking they're probably on the beach from then on out because there's the slimmest of opportunities to get near the playoffs then. And then obviously we put the final nail in the coffin on the 11th of April at home to Cheltenham, losing 4-0, which was mental because I felt like the first half we played quite well. We had the better of the play. I actually thought if anyone was going to go on in the second half and win it, it was going to be us. And then we just completely capitulated, lost 4-0. I know the players obviously weren't trying that much because they basically knew the season was over, so they were a bit on the beach. But I still think it's an utter disgrace. I know Byfield was raging afterwards in his interview, and just a terrible performance, terrible result. Just absolutely shocking. Then on the 18th of April, we were away at Barrow when we did actually get a win. 3-1 win. Adoma with a goal, Hancock with 2.
Yeah.
And obviously we were on the beach at this point, but Barrow, were so shit. They finished bottom of the league.
Yeah.
So, and they were already, I don't think they were down at this point. They were still clawing, but they were complete dog shit. So we just obviously spanked them, and there's no credit to be taken from it, really.
No, not really.
I'm not going to give them too much credit for that.
Any team in the top half of the table should have done that, you know what I mean? So that was just means nothing and is to be expected. So.
And it was proven the next week that we can only beat the team that finished bottom of the league, because we can't beat the team that finished second bottom and also got relegated. That was Harrogate Town.
At home as
25th
well.
of April at home. 2-0 loss.
Oh, wow.
So that kept them in it till final day, I think, in the fight. But
again, we did just watch the highlights, and in the first half we had one go off the crossbar, one narrowly saved, and another one that kind of missed that we really should have scored.
Some good chances.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
again, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
It's totally meaningless. Yeah, I mean,
literally.
whether we won or not, it means nothing. None of this means anything.
Yeah.
2nd of May, Bromley away, 3-1 loss. A KK scored, and then there was the Bromley promotion party. So, good end to the season, pretty good. 6 played, all in League 2, of course. 3 at home, 3 away. We had 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses.
Wow.
For a total of 4 points. 7 goals scored and 14 against.
Oh my God, man.
So, yes,
Jesus.
indeedy. And
Yeah,
I predicted 13 points from the first 5. I said I thought we would win 4 and get a draw against Swindon.
Wow.
That didn't
We
happen.
were very hopeful. We were very hopeful with the Byfield appointment and the little glimmer of hope that we had with that. So,
yeah, I mean, you had to be, didn't you? I remember saying on the
What's
last
the point
podcast, you
in,
may as well, be positive.
Try and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
But instead of getting 13 from an available 15, we got 4 from an available 18 to finish the season in 13th and 13 points off the playoffs.
Jesus.
13 points.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you looked at the table, if you look at it in 10 years' time and you don't know the story of the season, you wouldn't even know that we were in the conversation, or we're just a mid-table team.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that we were top of the league until basically Christmas. And in the playoffs until a few months ago, but yeah.
The reason that the club, after last season finishing 4th, the reason that the club would have been kind of like, oh, everyone, don't be all down about it. We finished 4th. Look, we finished 4th. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. Well, now, look, we finished fucking 13th. Yeah, you know what I mean?
13
it's
points
like,
off the playoffs.
Yeah, the end result is the thing that really tells the picture. So now the picture is we're mid-table again. You know what I mean? After really climbing, because we'd finished in the top 10 for the last couple seasons.
Yeah, Sadler made steady progress in terms of league position.
And did we finish 10th with Flynn? Something like that.
Maybe,
I swear we did.
I can't remember. But
so it's been incrementally better, and now we've dropped off again, and it's just mad, man. It's absolutely mad. But Trivela really need to
oh yeah, it's a big summer.
Something serious, yeah.
Big summer for Trivela.
Yeah.
Player of the month, no fucker. Let's move on from that immediately. Not even worth talking about.
No, definitely
News, on the 15th of April, we appointed the former AFC filed director of football, Stuart Mayers, as our new head of football. No fucking clue what's different between head of football and director of football.
Yeah.
Why we need all these dumb fucking names and roles and shit. This corporatization of fucking lower league football is cringe as shit.
It's just mental, yeah.
And
we don't need that. We just need a solid manager and some good coaching staff, surely.
Call me a mad old gammon, but I just don't care about all this shit, man.
Same.
They did an interview on YouTube and all the, all the usual sort of, the kind of people who wish they were on The Athletic or whatever, but are actually watching Walsall and then going on Twitter are talking about, great, things he's talking about and blah, blah, blah. It's God, it's the same old bullshit about it's such a family club and welcoming, and I don't give a shit if the fucking kitchen lady is safe to you. I don't care about that. Don't ever tell me about that. I don't care about your responsibilities or KPIs or whatever other. Am I in a HR meeting at work? Because this sounds like the kind of cringe that I would have in that situation. I don't care about any of that. It's a football club. Get a man. Don't even need any of these people, basically. You don't have any of them.
Don't need any of them.
Maybe you have one bloke, maybe, who is in charge of getting the manager and the squad, and then that's it. And then you have your coach and you got your squad.
Yeah.
And plus, if you want to have all these other fucking people, fine, but don't do these cringe videos where you talk about how, oh my God, the foundations are there and the process. He was saying stuff like, we don't need to change it. What? We don't need to change much. We need to change everything. What are you talking
bro.
about? The whole club is a
Basically
disaster, bro. What are you talking about?
Just mental. Oh, God.
So that's my
I don't know what to
level-headed
say.
take on that piece of news.
Yeah.
Pretty level-headed take.
Yeah, just, I don't know.
Oh,
what to
yes.
take from it.
Good team. Anyway, talking points. End of May.
Oh, you got to laugh before you cry.
End of May, we'll do a proper full season review, which will be class, and I can't wait already. I'm already
can't
excited.
wait.
Going to start going back, revisiting the good times, the
Oh,
bad,
the good times.
the highs and lows of the saddle hers. But what's your quick overview of the season, Joe?
Don't know, man. Yeah, it's just it was promising. It's promising, but to start with, again, same as last season, promising, but just got unravelled even quicker than last season, and yeah, it just goes to show Sadler was way out of his depth and didn't have enough, new ideas or experience to turn it around again. So we got even worse than last season. Super fall off. And then, yeah, at least the owners actually did something about it, which was, again, too little too late. And then, yeah, we've ended even worse than last season. So it's just, it's
Hear me out.
mental.
Sadler in?
Huh?
Question mark. Could it be in?
They're going to do like a little reveal. Where it's like what's it called? Like a silhouette. Like, look guess who's back? And it's like
like them Twitter
silhouette.
guess the players or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like league position finishes. Guess the manager. and then he's back. And then
Because they can say that Sadler didn't finish your 13th. You know what I mean? He finished 4th, bro. That's really good.
Absolutely class.
So get him back, obviously.
Yeah, and we were like 8th or whatever when he left. He's genuinely a visionary, I think. I think I might have been wrong. Can we get the Sadler back?
Just
No, in all seriousness, like you said,
what's your take on
they
it?
should have got rid of him in January, and I think one or two things. I mean, I think Byfield has, in the time he's had, he hasn't done enough, I think, to obviously get this job permanent. I don't think that's even in discussion.
No.
Or to get a League 2 job. I think I'd like to see him stay on in our coaching setup, but if he wanted to give it a go as a first team manager in non-league, I think it'd be worth a shot for sure. There are some positive things to take away from it. I think you can't judge him too much because basically for most of it, for at least half of it, he's playing with a bunch of mercenaries who are all about to leave when their contracts run out and join League
Can't
One
wait
clubs
to
and probably
leave
go
them.
to Hearts and do whatever else, then win the league there, whatever else they want to do.
Jesus. Big up McKenzie.
That are gonna big up McKenzie.
Oh,
that are
man.
definitely
Mad.
gonna be happening. Like the likes of Jealous and that. Like they're all off. They don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
So you can't really judge him for those last few games.
Yeah, that's the
If
problem.
he'd have come in January,
Mm.
the quick uptick we had from him, that just there weren't enough games for it to matter. Because by the time it kind of like there were only enough games left for them to down tools and not care anymore. So you can't really judge him for that. If he'd come in January, maybe he could have. Maybe it would have ended differently. But really, I think what should have happened is they should have got rid of Sadler in January and then brought in a real manager straight away.
Yeah,
quickly,
definitely.
act quickly, decisively, like other clubs do.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, so they left it to basically mid-March, and you leave yourself with a real job to do. Darren comes in, starts well, you give it him to the end of the season. There were a couple of results there where we deserved more, like the Gillingham one, where we did play well.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we didn't get them rubs of the green, it got to the point that obviously there was no point left. There was nothing to play for.
Yeah,
And then the boys, obviously, from Cheltenham onwards, they basically sacked it in.
Yeah.
Barrow win aside, obviously, anyone can beat them. Other than that, it was just complete dog shit. The other three games, we just didn't even try. Harrogate, Cheltenham
clearly
and,
from
Bromley.
Yeah. It's
So,
just mad.
can't really blame him too much for how a bunch of players who aren't trying do.
Yeah, of course.
Is what I'd say.
It is what it is. Like, I wouldn't give him the head coach job, but I also wouldn't want to see him leave completely. Like I do think he's a good part of the staff. But yeah.
Especially if we get a manager in who wants to score goals.
Yeah.
Because I think his experience as a player and as a coach can be valuable for getting some of the... I mean, we always have these low knees who come in who score bags of goals, and he's probably been a big part of that on the training ground that we don't know about.
Yeah.
With the likes of Lowe and Kanu and stuff. So if we get another 100%. One of these in, which we're almost certainly going to, because that's the Walsall way.
That is the Walsall way.
Then you'd like him to be there to be involved. But I would wish him well if he got a job, say, at Tamworth or something like that.
Same, yeah, that'd be sick. Fair play to him. You know what I mean? But
if he went to the National League,
yeah.
I think it would be a worthwhile shout from someone because, I think he has got the potential to be a good young coach, but we'll see. But anyway, and so what we do need, though, is our own new manager that shouldn't be Byfield.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I think we've tried the holistic approach for years now, and all this bullshit data-driven modern LinkedIn wank where you just want to get some fucking 35-year-old who's just going to come on and do these cringe interviews and just fucking corporate as fuck.
Yeah.
And we're getting linked with, again, a shitload of these
Really?
from non-league.
Oh, God, no.
Especially the one who's at Filed, who this Stuart Mayers used to obviously work with.
Oh, God.
Craig Mahon, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Andy Butler looks promising because even though it's non-league, he played for the club. He was a bit of a club legend, and
that would be interesting.
He has done really well. So that's one thing. But at the same, I would, to be honest, I'd like to see us go out and just get a proven winner. A kind of, a manager who has won promotion.
Yeah. That's what we need.
I mean, why can't we just get someone like that? Why can't we get like a Graham Alexander or Darren Moore or...
You see other teams in League Two, we've seen this time and time again, like they get that kind of manager and they go up, or they at least, you know what I mean?
It doesn't always work out. I mean, obviously, look what's
course.
happened with Holloway. I mean, obviously, that's proved to be a disaster in the end at Swindon.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't always work.
I mean, to be fair, for most of the season, it did go well because they were in the frame to get in the top three.
Exactly.
But somehow they've just completely bottled it at the end.
Somehow they bottled it. Yeah, they might have had injuries. Like, obviously, we don't follow them.
Mark Hughes at Bradford didn't really work out. But I mean, I think what I would say is there's no guarantee it's going to work out, but let's try it.
Yeah.
We've tried the likes of, Flynn, promising young coach who had a couple of good years at Newport. We've tried Sadler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is a complete shot in the dark. I don't even know
and
why
even
we
before
tried
that,
Sadler
we had
for so
Matty
long.
Taylor, terrible.
Yep, again.
And again, a child, basically.
Yep.
Someone, don't get someone at my age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want someone in his mid-50s who's been around the game for years and years, who knows how to get out of League Two, League One.
100%. That's what I'm sure that's what we all want. Like, we're sick of this.
I just don't think
taking
it's
a chance
happen,
on
honestly.
managers.
They're all too obsessed with this. They all want to, nowadays, everyone in the game wants to think they're too clever.
Yeah.
They all want to just play Football Manager all day and look at spreadsheets and pretend that they know better about, I've seen this guy from National League South who finished 17th. You wouldn't believe the numbers, though. There's something. Just man.
Just
keep
proven
it
stuff.
simple. Let's get an actual bloke in that the players can look at and go,
I respect your credentials.
Respect you, or I'm afraid of you, or something. You know what I mean?
Because I'm guaranteed nobody respected Matt Sadler in a way.
They might have liked him. I'm sure he was their best mate. I'm sure
he was a nice guy, you know what I mean? He's a
chap.
nice guy, like, as
I don't need that, you know what I mean?
Commentators love to say, he's a nice guy.
Get Roy
Does that
Keane
matter?
in, bro. I want the players to just be completely in fear at all times.
Just really, actually physically scared that they might be harmed if they don't perform.
God.
That's what we want, bro. We want to get back to the good old days of... Oh, God.
So, yeah. Oh, but anyway, let's talk about basically the main event of this podcast, and of being a Walsall fan right now, and that is the released and retained list.
Yeah, nice.
Let's start with the farewells. So, going back to their parent clubs, Jid Okeke, Miles Roberts, Rico Richards, Casper Wapata, Daniel Kanu, and Aaron Lapalo Bai. In their own way, they all brought decent little bits, I'd say.
Especially Roberts.
Obviously, Roberts was unreal. Kanu, unreal.
Yeah.
Especially for the first half of the season. Even in general, brilliant.
Yeah.
And then the other four, they had their bad moments, but they also had their decent moments, to be fair. So I won't be holding a grudge over any of them. There's no Wheatleys on here, you know what I mean? There's no one where you're like, you've actively offended me. Like.
Yeah.
So, fair play to them, and they're off.
Fair play.
now in terms of the being out of contract and leaving the club and not being in discussion for contracts, Jake Holman had his contract terminated by mutual consent. The Australian kid, so he's probably going back to Australia. Fair play to him.
Of course.
Then we got Aidan Flint, which what do you think about that? Would you have liked to have tried to offer him a new deal? I mean, for some of these, we don't know, by the way, if new deals were offered
that's true, actually.
as well and
That's
rejected. Several of them probably rejected because they got League One clubs already chatting to them, I reckon.
Well, that's it.
Commonly, probably, for sure.
I did like Flint in the first half of the season, amazing. But then, the system... he did well for the system that Sadler wanted to play, but the system that Sadler wanted to play was not good enough. So,
and it started to fail. It got found out, and instead of adjusting and changing things, he carried on, and
stuck
then
with it.
Flint couldn't keep that momentum going of just because all he could really do was stand and head away, constant balls in,
and be expected to try and fucking score as well. Like, how are you getting this massive guy to just do laps of the whole pitch constantly?
Yeah.
And
he's older, you know
for the
what I
whole
mean?
back line, and
I still think he could go to a League Two team and be in a promotion push, but he'd have to be for a team that are a bit more tactically canny than we were.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm on the fence about it. I think he's a great player, but at the same time,
I'm not devastated to see him.
I'm not devastated,
because to be honest, I think he's better as well in a 3 where he's got the 2 younger centre backs around him to look after him
100%.
in terms of doing the yards. I do not want to play a
3. But exactly. And I don't think anyone
bring
wants
in
to
someone
either.
who wants to play forward at the back. Whatever you do, Stuart Mares, Trivela, please just bring in someone who wants to play forward at the back, man. I'm sick to death of 3 at the back, 2 wing backs. I don't want to see that shit anymore.
Nobody likes it, Nobody wants to see it. None of the fans.
Jamil is off. He will leave.
To be expected.
In his own way, a club legend, you could say. Genuinely.
To be expected.
I mean, there's obviously there's been a lot of pros and cons about Jammer's stint at the club.
Yeah.
But overall, I think we'll look back with fondness, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's a fun farewell, I think.
Yeah.
But he should, obviously, he should be going. No one, I don't think he would even say that we need to be lining up with him at the start of next season. That would be mental.
Yeah, of course.
That don't mean he shouldn't. I mean, I think if I was him, I'd retire because it's a really nice way to end at your hometown club.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if he wanted to go on and play, probably even in League Two for sure, there'll be teams out there that could get something out of him.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should be doing that.
No.
So I think
we're trying to aim higher, and yeah.
This one, it don't necessarily shock me because you got to remember the club ain't necessarily in control of all these. You can't just look at these and assume we've released all these.
Yeah.
Brandon Comley, I imagine they probably must have offered him something.
Yeah, they must have.
And he's probably been talking to someone in League One.
League One, yeah, definitely.
Charlie Lakin, similar story.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the most incredible footballer in the world, but he works hard and he is decent, and he's definitely good enough to get a move to a team that are trying to go up in League Two.
Yeah, definitely.
Which he probably already has done.
Yeah.
Jamie Jellis, same story. Very inconsistent, but on his day, very good. And I wouldn't even be surprised to see him go to a team in League One as one of these newly promoted ones like Bromley. Dylan Thomas and Charlie Ragg, kids who obviously haven't made it, I suppose.
Yeah.
According to the club, that's fine.
They shouldn't get to
I haven't seen enough of either of them to say that they are any good.
No, same.
Priestley Farquharson, I think overall,
Good
when you
riddance.
take into account the injuries and stuff,
Yeah, just dead weight, man.
and the attitude, let's say, towards the end of last season, this season, I think it's definitely a good riddance on that one.
Yeah.
Alfie Chang just didn't work out the second time around.
Not at all.
I still think I would have offered him something. I don't know if they did, or, I mean, it's hard to say, but I think with his age, there is definitely, potential there.
Yeah, 100%. But I guess
liked to have kept him.
Yeah, the new manager is going to just design the whole squad, I guess, really from the ground up. So, yeah, that's fair.
With the skeleton crew, which we'll come on to in a sec.
Yeah.
Evan Weir, again, inconsistent, worse in the second half of the season than the first, like everyone was.
But the talent,
you've got to say, the quality, he should be in League One, I think. The left foot is insane.
He will go to League One, I think.
That's probably why he isn't staying, because it's probably
he's the one that I'm
been tipped.
Yeah, that I'm going to miss the most, I think, out of all these released.
Are you sure? Because the last one's big Joshy Gordon.
Woo! Nah, he's never going to play for us anyway. Even if he stayed, he'd just end up getting loaned out anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. I like Josh Gordon, and I'll always...
Well-
obviously, I assume this is the end for sure.
Surely.
He can't be coming back again. But for me, I'll always have a soft spot for him. But I'm glad we don't need him staying, though.
No.
And we are in negotiations with Albert Adoma and Rico Brown. I'm fine with that. I'd like to see both.
I like both of them, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Definitely Adoma. I mean, for me,
Definitely.
you saw what happened when Byfield actually gave him the chance to play.
Started him.
Instead of just playing him as a fucking left back or bringing him on with like 5 minutes to go as a fucking centre forward.
Yeah, just so stupid.
Playing him as a winger, which he has been his entire career, and not just being like, he's 40, he can't even move. Just watch him in training, he clearly can. He skins players still.
Skins player there, the raw talent.
Unbelievable technique on the crosses, the shooting,
skill,
everything.
Yeah.
For me, he's
Unreal.
a starter. Obviously, you got to
Yeah.
manage his minutes because of his age. He won't be able to play all 46
Yeah.
90-minute games, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he should have a chance.
Yeah, 100%. And I hope we can. I hope we can keep him. We'll see.
We have exercised options to extend the contracts of Jensen Kilroy and Alicia Ahui. Ahui was a kid who we sent out on loan to Drogheda, so he's going to be back. I
Yes.
think he's a
Okay.
right back.
Yeah.
Probably a right wing back, sadly, but hopefully he can just be a right back up to Barrett.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be
Jensen
cool.
Kilroy is a child goalkeeper, I think.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
God knows.
Now, these are the lads that are under contract. Fully under contract.
Yeah.
We'll start with this weird one. Get this out of the way. Jago Godden is out on loan at Drogheda until the 1st of January 2027. I literally haven't got a clue who he is, but
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
fair play to you.
Fair play to you.
Now, in terms of the actual main event, let's have a look what we got here. So, Mason Hancock,
Nice.
Harrison Burke,
Nice.
Vincent Harper,
Yeah.
Courtney Clark,
Sick.
Connor Barrett,
Yes.
Aaron Presley,
Hmm?
Alex Patterson,
Yes.
Harry
Definitely.
Williams,
Sick.
Sam Hornby,
Hmm.
Ronan Mayer.
Ronan May's going to go back to Tamworth, but yeah.
Jesus Christ, probably is. Yeah, what is
I've
happening?
heard.
Stan Straw.
So he's a kid, isn't he? Stan?
Yeah, I like him though. The bits I've seen of him, really like him.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get more chances in the first team this year,
I hope
but
so.
not all the time. But he should be a backup rotation sort of centre back.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a skeleton crew. It's like 11, 12. You know, we're going to need to sign 12, 15 players, obviously.
Yeah, again.
But I actually think there's a back four there that could start.
Mm.
And I think that would be Barrett, Williams, Burke, and Hancock.
Yeah. I think
Because
it's
if
pretty
we
solid.
get Williams back as he was,
Mm.
obviously he's missed this entire season with that injury.
Yeah.
If he comes back and starts next season and plays how he did the one before, I mean,
Yeah.
he was destined to, like, until he got injured, he was going.
He was going to Scotland when
Yeah, he was going to St Mirren, I think, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
And I mean, he's a top. For this level, he
For
could
this
be one of the
level,
best
yeah.
centre backs in the league.
100%. And yeah, Barrett, I feel like, yeah. Sometimes when the results aren't going our way, he's kind of like, gets a bit disheartened, I feel. But when he's like part of like someone that's really moving and a good squad with a good feeling around it, he's playing out of his skin and he's a really, really good player. So yeah, I'm super happy with that back four.
And he's established, and I don't
Yeah.
want him to change stuff that don't necessarily need changing.
Mm.
I don't think
He hasn't done anything
And
mad
how much could
to-
you improve on it? And especially
Yeah.
if you want to play four at the back, which I do, which I hope we'll play. You'd like to,
I hope
we just
so.
need someone solid in these fullback positions, and I think he's been around the block. He's got energy,
Yeah.
and and then when we do get forward, if you want him on the overlap or cutting inside, I mean, he can be devastating.
100%.
Same thing with Hancock,
Mm,
solid.
You've seen a lot of
but
good,
very good going forward.
yeah.
Burke
yeah.
is, I think, a solid centre back, and I think Williams, like I said, has the potential to be a fantastic centre
If we
back.
could get Williams in there, and I'm praying we do. And all the talk. I swear, even when Sadler was here, he was talking about how Williams should be back soon. So surely he's going to be back
what's
and ready
going on with him, man? Jesus.
for this
The
next
longest injury
campaign.
layoff in
surely.
history. So hopefully he'll be back in, and then that means we'd have Harper as a backup left back, and Ahui, I think, would be a backup right back. So that's fine. So we need a few centre back. Well, you got Straw as a backup centre back. You need a couple more sort of rotation centre backs.
Yeah.
If you don't fancy Burke, then maybe you get a proper a bad boy want to join Williams. I wouldn't mind that, but
that
it
would be
shouldn't be the
cool.
priority, I think.
No, it shouldn't be the priority, but that would be cool. And I think they'll do that. I think they will probably sign someone more experienced at the back.
Yeah.
Just to have their, probably maybe even starting, but then, yeah.
Then we
Good
need
to
our
have.
annual worldie goalie on loan.
Yeah.
That we've been doing since the dawn of time, honestly.
Yeah.
We've been doing this shit for years now.
I
So
know, man.
hopefully, I mean, look at Rushy. Rushy's in the Premier League next
I know,
year with
it's
Coventry. Look, you
mental.
knew when he was playing for
So
us, he was
cool.
going places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I love
Kid's
the kid. Honestly,
amazing.
I couldn't be happier for him. He's just fantastic.
Just amazing, yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, though. Speaking of buying players and blah blah blah, and if you don't like this, don't like that, let's get Liam Bennett in and play instead of Hancock. I like Hancock, but I mean,
that would be amazing, yeah.
talk about bringing
wait a minute,
players
didn't-
back. You know what I mean?
But Cambridge went up.
Oh yeah.
Are they going to take?
Nah, definitely not. Are they?
Nah, they're going to keep him.
Never
in
mind.
there.
That's-
Never
there's
mind.
no way we'd be able to get him.
That would be cool though.
But I
Two
like
Barretts
Hancock.
in the back four.
We don't necessarily. Oh yeah, but we don't necessarily
Bubba
need to
Barrett.
fix
no,
position.
No.
But we will need to fix goalkeeper because obviously we've got Hornby and Kilroy. They're going to be second and third choice. You'd think.
Of course, yeah, of
So,
course.
first choice keeper needed.
But yeah, like you said, like every year we seem to get an absolute worldie keeper, so I'm not worried about that. I'm sure they'll find someone who's
Yeah.
absolutely sick. I'm not worried about that at all. So yeah,
And knowing the club, though, they'll just go out and buy like 8 defenders. When I actually think, if you look at the very small squad we've got now, that's actually the position that requires the least reinforcement. Because if we move on to midfield, we've already, again, I think we've got the makings of 2 out of 3 of a great midfield 3 in Pattison and Clark.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
me, Pattison, the team has to be built around him.
Basically built around him. I totally agree. I was literally about to
The
say
technique,
that.
the creativity, the vision, the everything, even the drive, the way he runs back and tackles when you don't even need to be
Crazy.
doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's like the only player on that team who's any good. And
He
he's
drives,
still working on.
the way, he drives forward, attacking and defense so well, and just like seems to just anchor the whole team.
He's got
Basically,
experience. He's won promotion.
yeah.
And unlike in
I
the
can't
case
believe
of
he's even
people
with
like
us.
Flint, because you could say that about the leadership and he's won things and whatever, but he can't. When you're back there's only so much you can do. Like he's got all that experience, and he can actually get the ball, get the game by the scruff of the neck, and say, "I'm winning this. We're doing this,"
Yeah.
and
He's-
push us forward.
He's almost like jealous, but
Yeah, but way better
way better
Exactly.
with experience and
way more talent, basically.
and more
yeah.
talent. Yeah. To be fair,
I think that's
yeah,
a great.
yeah.
That's basically it. He's got that tenacity,
kinda
like
short,
jealous,
tenacity. Yeah.
similar type play, and like
Build and-
passion and drive and all that.
Yeah.
And jealous has quality, but
Yeah.
then even I think Patterson's got way more.
Yeah, because of his experience and just
We're
more
very
talent
lucky
as
to
well.
have him. I think.
Yeah,
And I think if
yeah.
we have a manager who sees that, what we'll need is a single pivot, like a Sturk or a Comley figure. That's what is a gaping hole now.
Yes,
Because we can't
Yeah,
have Patterson or Comley playing that. I think Patterson and Comley should be. I'd like to see quite an attacking approach, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So I'd like the 4 at the back and then 1 in front of them, and then
Yeah,
2 there
Two there,
that
yeah,
are going forward, and then a couple of wingers and a striker.
100%,
So we need someone
100%.
there to play the Sturk or the Comley role, because before we had both of them.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
this season we only had Comley, and now we've got neither. So that is a brand. We're going to see someone brand new come in.
We need someone really strong in
Romain
midfield.
Sawyer's on it. Oh, I'm joking. Can you imagine? Old and
But
not
yeah.
very hard working anyway. But yeah, can you do the? Can you? Just
That
do the
sounds like a
doggies and
very Walsall thing to do, signing him in this like state of like affairs. Oh god!
that? Can you sit in front of the back 4 and
do fuck all?
just keep it safe?
And just watch
Um,
Pato just rip it
Yeah,
up.
that would be
Yeah,
that
that'd
would
be
be tough.
crazy.
But
But-
yeah, and then in terms of other midfield, with Clark, he could be a winger as well, versatile. But let's assume he's playing as a midfielder. I'd like. You got Mayer as well as a backup, and that's fine. They'll probably send him out on loan again, because it's just I don't even know what the point of this is. Why is he on like an 18-year contract and he just never?
Yeah.
For me, just keep him, because
We
save
own
costs
him,
on
like, we
shit you don't
actually own
need.
his whole
Don't
life. Like.
get rid of him and then have to pay someone else wages. That's
Yeah.
he can easily be a fill-in
Yeah.
for the left side of the midfield 3 or whatever. It's fine.
Mm.
Just get him in the gym for a start. Get loads of food in him. Build him up. His biggest problem is he's still too frail,
Yeah.
and he ain't even
for
that
this
young
league.
anymore. And he looks like 12.
Exactly. Yeah. He needs. Yeah.
Build
he
him
needs
up a bit.
working that way. But maybe they want to keep him so bad, and he's got kind of aspirations. So they're like, oh yeah, next time, just go on loan again, and then we'll definitely start. Yeah, and,
I say this time, if you haven't released him, you've got to be giving him a chance to be in the rotation for me.
Yeah, and a lot of fans are saying the same thing. Definitely.
I don't think he necessarily needs to be a starter, but yeah.
Yeah.
But in theory, there could be, that's a 3-man midfield.
That's the thing, maybe
right
he wants to be a starter, so then the club are like, well, can we keep you, and then you can start on loan somewhere else.
Yeah, but
which is just obviously we don't want to see that. But
no more this year, please. Come
that's
on,
my
Trivela. Just
rationale.
either let the kid go, which you haven't done. So if you haven't, then for me, he's a backup midfielder / winger.
Yeah,
he can come off the bench late in games, and he just needs to get a bit stronger. Really, other than that,
Literally,
he's got energy. He works hard. He's got decent technique.
Yeah.
He's not a terrible player or anything, and if he's not starting, he's fine.
Just needs to be stronger.
But then, obviously, the area that needs the biggest revamping is up top, because if we were to play a 4-3-3, which I think a lot of us would want,
yeah,
we have Aaron Presley and nothing else.
Yeah.
For me, he cannot be the starting striker. He's decent. Maybe he could be one of 4 strikers they might have, or 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to play 1 through the middle and then 2 wingers either side, then I think we only need like 3 of them. He could be one of them, but you need...
Yeah.
It'll probably be another loanee, another going back in January.
Oh, God.
Misery, but is what it is sometimes at this level.
Yeah. Or it definitely is if you're Walsall FC.
Yeah, at our club it definitely
I mean, we kept Kanu, but that was a miracle, and it didn't even work out. So, but it wasn't all his fault, obviously.
But if we could maybe get... maybe don't do the loanee thing in an ideal world. Or maybe do the loanee thing more as a sort of get that guy as the backup and get a proper...
Yeah, the loanees are the backups, not the star
I mean,
striker.
Freddie Draper would be the absolute dream, isn't it? But
that'd be amazing.
I mean...
Well, Lincoln have just gone up and he's still with him.
He's still with them, and it weren't like he he weren't playing constantly, but he played a fair bit.
Yeah, and he scored, to be fair.
Whether they're going to give him a chance to play a fair bit in the Championship, I don't know. But even if not, do you see him dropping 2 divisions? Come back to us, I mean...
No.
A lot of people talking about that shit last season when it was a bit less ridiculous to say, I think, when we were gunning for promotion.
Yeah, I just don't think... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah,
and wingers. We need wingers. And not wing backs. Forget this. That's the thing. That's the problem with these 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Is you have to have the wing backs and then 2 donkeys up front.
Yeah.
And the wing backs are always never fully committed to being absolute worldy wingers, because they also have to do both.
Yeah.
I just want like a Raheem Sterling type, on the edge of the box, cutting inside, shooting, running past people. Adoma, if we get Adoma back, he's one of them.
If we get Adoma back, then he'd definitely be in that role and solid as well. And he should be starting.
And then you need 3 more of them, 2 on each side.
Yeah.
And they need to be high quality. And if I'm Trivela,
100%.
Even if you blow all the budget on that before you even think about the defence, don't worry about that. Please don't announce like 8 centre-backs on that. God, I'm so sick of this shit.
They're going to, though.
There's going to be like 10 centre midfielders, fucking loads of wing backs and shit that no one wants. Just forget all that shit. The defence is basically, if we had to play a game tomorrow, friendly, obviously the team would be a bit mental, but the back 4 would be all right. Not too bad, really.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd rather us go out to score goals and win games. I'd rather get promoted by scoring goals. Let's worry about that first. Yeah. Then we'll worry about how good the defence is.
Because we spent so long, obviously, Matt Sad was so defensive, negative. You know what I mean? We spent so long in that system. Like, we need to break out of that and actually score and give the fans something to cheer about and turn up for, you know what I mean? And it's just mad. Like, what we need is quality over quantity, definitely. Because they're always so quick to like, oh, look at this signing, that signing, this signing, and just like, just some cheap guy that you've got from wherever, and like, is he even going to play?
And let's send Mayer out on loan, so we can get some shit like some midfielder / wingback / versatile,
someone who can't start for
trades master and
non
guy who ain't actually good at any position. Let's just forget all that shit and just keep Mayer. Don't waste money on shit we don't need. Straw as well. Don't send him on loan. He should be one of the centre backs. It's fine.
100%.
And then use the wages on getting a top level goalie, top level holding midfielder, top level striker. And some wingers. And with the wingers, you can be a little bit more whatever, you know what I mean? You can dip into non-league, you can find just some nippy little kid who's only 19, who's fast and can run past people, because really at the end of the day, it ain't rocket science. You don't need to be that good technically
Yeah.
You just got to run past people. And
You don't need to be that strong. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to eat a bit, but yeah, you need that.
you'd like
need-
them to be strong.
They
but
need
I
a lot of
mean,
energy and
Yeah.
some skill, you know what I mean? Which, like you said,
even if they're a
younger
bit
player from
retarded and they
National
can't really do anything, as long as they can basically kick the ball sideways and run past someone,
League. Yeah.
which basically a lot of people
And have
can.
energy.
We've
yeah,
all
and
played
that's
with
it.
them on the playground, you know what I mean, or on the field, where them just
Mhm.
knock it past you merchants and run past you. Like, there's no actual,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? You don't need to be fucking Javi for that.
Mm-hmm,
So, but then what you do need unbelievable, what is hard to find as a diamond is a striker who'll score 25 goals, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or a holding midfielder who can actually, protect and win the ball and keep the
Mhm.
ball, a goalie who can keep you in games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying necessarily wingers a 10 a penny, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can get them.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are
exactly.
plenty of young, rapid lads out there, basically. that
Yeah, we
bring
can rely on spending less money on that than just getting a loan for the soul, you know what I mean? Like a soul striker loan again, you know what I mean? Like, oh, look, we've got a star striker and that's good enough somehow, you know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean?
Like, if we
need
could
to-
get, like, a class striker
Mhm.
who is definitely going to score goals,
Yeah.
I wouldn't, even if they said it's that and all the rest is going to be shit, I'd be like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
If he's definitely ours,
Because what
the
we've got
entire
is
season.
good. What we've got now is very solid, I think.
The
yeah.
skeleton is there.
Clark's incredible, I think, and Patterson is
And the
obviously
potential there as well. You
incredible.
got to think a lot of it will come down to the coach as well. You need a manager
Mm.
who can actually get the best out of these people. Because
yeah, it goes back to that. doesn't
it's
it?
all right to say people will criticize Clark and they'll say like, "Oh, Mayer can't even be in the
Mm.
rotation, and Straw's too young to even be in the rotation." But
Yeah.
you'd be surprised, like under the right manager,
Mhm.
there's every season there's kids who are 18, 19 who end up becoming people like, "Oh my god, he played every game.
Yeah,
Like, he's
yeah.
class now all of a sudden."
And that's not just because of them. That's down to the manager, and
manager.
the system. Yeah. The system does need to change dramatically to stop with this.
I mean, it obviously
Defensive
will. You
bullshit.
gotta think they're not going
It's
to bring in
gotta.
another Sadler for sure.
Surely
Unless
not.
they
but
want us to
Jesus
literally
Christ,
protest.
man. Yeah. Because
But-
that's what it's going to be, isn't it? It's literally all, it's all going to fall on them. If they do the same thing, then it's going to fall on Trivela because there's no one else to blame. Then we've seen
Yeah.
it. You know what I
It's a
mean?
big summer for Trivela
Yeah.
in
yeah.
the dugout
Down to
and
them.
on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I think if they get it wrong, then the toxicity is rightly going to get really bad.
Yeah.
I think
Rightly
people
so,
are going to
like
be
you say.
fuming.
Yeah, and I don't blame them now. Because for the longest I've been like, yeah, well, Trivela, at least they're trying, they're doing this, doing that, and they've done some great things off the pitch. But yeah, it's just, this is their season before they get totally turned on, exactly. Yeah,
Not that
by
it don't
the-
matter. They won't have to leave
Well, of
or
course
anything, you know what I mean? They do whatever they want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do what they want.
And
but-
there's not going to be like a campaign to get them out. And really, nor should there. It's not like the club's going under. These kind of things you see is when it's really bad, you know what I mean?
yeah, where we're getting
Over
relegated.
it's like
and stuff
making
like
the
that.
club not exist or whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's not happening.
that's
And
it.
I would never be. I'm not going to march on the stadium or whatever over results. I don't
100%,
care that
yeah.
much. It's not.
100%.
But so they aren't in danger in that sense, but they are in danger of just a really depressing, horrible experience where everyone's constantly raging at them.
But also they're in danger for their own.
Their investment as well.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. Their motivation is obviously business, money, making it successful, and to make it successful, the fans need to enjoy the football. So
Well, the season
give
tickets
us
have got to
something.
be way down, haven't they? You know
They
what I mean?
have to be. Surely.
Like the early birds will definitely have been way down. We didn't get
Way
early
down.
birds. I'm not
Mhm.
getting a season ticket at all.
yeah,
I'll still
Sad
be
to say,
going
won't
to
you?
plenty of games, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to have the freedom to.
Mm.
I don't want to get a season ticket and just watch the season be over in 2 months. And
yeah.
I'm
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of people out there like
If
me
anything-
who want to send a message as well. They need
That's
to
it,
know
innit?
that there are consequences for keeping Sadler in for a year and a half after his sell-by date.
yeah.
For just
definitely.
being stagnant, not doing anything, terrible
Not having
communications,
enough
all these things about
ambition,
the
yeah,
club.
Yeah.
They need to know that that's, at the end of the day, it's going to affect the bottom line, and then maybe they'll
Because that is kind of the
do something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what will tell them the most about what they need to know, which is money, basically.
Yeah.
They see the money drop and they're like, oh, shit, okay, now we need to really change something. Before, they'd be like, oh, yeah, everyone's still turning up, so let's hope that Sadler does this. Let's hope that Carney
Yeah.
can score goals constantly, you know what I mean? And not relying, it's just one of them, but
Big
we'll
summer.
see. Big summer, yeah. This is
Big
gonna
summer.
need a lot of
But
work.
we will come back at the end of May to
Mhm.
pick apart the whole campaign.
Yep.
To actually go through the ascent, the rise and fall.
Yeah.
Talk about the news, because by then, in a month's time, there may well have been an appointment. Not necessarily, definitely, but maybe,
Let's hope
hopefully.
so. Yeah.
They may well have been some players coming again, not necessarily, because it still will be early days into the season. We might do a little bit of World Cup preview, maybe get a bit of excitement going for that,
Yeah, can't wait.
because that'll be just around the corner then.
Mm.
But I think for April, and I think for the end of the season, that's about it. Any
Yeah.
final thoughts, Joe?
Nope. No.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Goodbye.